Alright, today we're going to be playing Treasure Hamster, and Treasure Hamster is not it's a scaling hero, and I think in general the tempo heroes are better right now, but it's a really strong late game hero, so I really enjoy playing it. And we get a pretty decent start here at the beginning. I kind of make a mistake here taking the owl. I don't know why, I always get baited into taking owls early on, and it pretty much never pays off, and we even get punished here with some kind of poor attacks. But after picking up this cat here, we're going to be really strong. We've got an extra unit on the board, plus, the cat provides us too, so we really don't have too much to fear. And it looks like we're even going to pull out a win here, so yeah, pretty strong. And I think we're gonna pick up this cat and Fluff here. Cat's, just strong and get general with a boost unit. And Fluffs, I personally, I really like taking them when I find them at 3-0. They scale pretty well into the mid game. Not so much the late game unless you get the perfect treasures, but um, they do scale pretty well in the mid game, especially when you find two in a row. So those are going to be providing some pretty solid stats to our board through the mid game. And we get a potential 3 treasure. I like Seer's Sphere, but I think Ares' helmet is just stronger considering we've got an attack boost unit. And at this point, I don't really think we're going to be playing mages. But we keep picking up the fluff, so I think we're going to take the mana catalyst. The spyglass is a good treasure, but it's pretty superfluous on Treasure Hamster since we already have double its effect as our hero power. And yeah, so we're just gonna use the power of this this fluff plus our mana catalyst to kind of boost ourselves through the mid game. So yeah, we're sitting pretty at 23 HP, and we're gonna pick up an extra cat, and I think we're gonna keep going into these fluffs. I don't know that it's necessarily the play. I think maybe the play might have been to just buy the crab so that we can flex into a stealth comp in the late game, but I'm kind of a sucker for fluffs, so whenever I see the chance to do something with them, I'm pretty much always going to take it, and we just outstat this guy. Thanks in part to our fluffs. And we're going to keep buying them. I mean, if they keep showing up, then we're going to keep playing them, and I have absolutely no problem with that. And yeah, at this point, things are pretty simple for us. We've got, our cats in the back, and they're providing a pretty decent amount of power since we have mana catalyst, I think is what it's called. But right now it's just all puffs or all fluffs all day. And I really like this. We're gonna be losing out on our mana catalyst, but being able to hit 6 and find out what comp we're gonna be in the late game is just too valuable to pass up. And I think we're gonna end up taking the rooster, mostly because our cats, they're A, not going to be getting our mana catalyst, and B, the cat that we bought, we now have 0 stacks, so those cats are just going to be absolutely tiny no matter what we do. And the rooster has a pretty decent chance of slaying, which we do slay on it, which is nice. So at this point, if I find a purple puff, then I'm totally down to buy it. And when we actually find it, we find more puffs, so definitely not gonna complain here. I think in most cases I would say this is a pretty hardcore bait, but things kind of work out this game. Hopefully that's not too big a spoiler. And we're gonna sell down and and buy that spell just for the extra chance to slay, because this rooster will be giving us a level 6 treasure if it's able to slay, which it actually fails that time. The amateur actually has a really strong board with that phoenix. But yeah, we're just gonna keep searching for fluffs, and maybe we can actually pull out a fluff win. I mean, I'm never one to complain about a fluff win. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going, probably pick up a poison tree here and see how we can do against this admittedly fairly strong looking slay comp. Or slay build, I should say. So yeah, let's see how this goes. They've got the Taylor in the front, which is pretty scary, but oh yeah, we're pulling things out just fine, just in time to hit 6. So if we can find the blue puff, which we do right off the bat, then things are looking great, and we're just gonna keep buying puffs. I kind of think about taking the rooster out, but the chances of it slaying and getting us a level 6 treasure are just too high. Or I mean, we're gonna also lock for the narcissist because he'll give us another level 6 treasure, or even a 5, depending on. They could be better, but I think we're in a decent position where it's not too greedy to be playing the rooster right now. And yeah, we're gonna be playing against an Ares going for a hunter comp, and he's just not strong enough. And I think we've got plenty of HP to just buy the treasure chest, and we're gonna go straight into an Aladdin's lamp, which I imagine most of you can already see where this is going. So yeah, we're sitting at 15 health. Basically, if we can survive or win or tie one of these next 2 fights, I'm feeling pretty confident that we can win after that, because level 8 treasures are generally just really, really strong. So we just need to win one of these, and we're gonna win this one right here, and not even get all of our scaling. So we'll cast a health spell just to be safe. And it sucked to take 15 HP and die right before our Aladdin's lamp pops. And yeah, we're just gonna triple this purple puff, and we're gonna go Merlin's Lessons. We're already all-inning on the possibility of getting World Tree. It's just too great to pass up. So yeah, right now we have a level 6 treasure that does nothing for us, but assuming that we can get into World Tree this next turn, then we're gonna be looking great. And we even get max scaling that game. And there it is. Wish for sorry, I keep saying World Tree, but Wish for Life. And now, I mean, we can do whatever we want. I could have picked up that book. I should have picked up the book, but we're just gonna keep scaling, see what we can make work out of this. I'd really like to find like a good boy or something and have some nice last breath massive good boy shenanigans going on. But at this point, pretty much whatever we do, we're too big to fail at this point. We were already kind of winning the lobbies, or yeah, just winning the lobby, and we actually win that lobby almost entirely just with our fireball spells. So I'm actually gonna pick up the cats. It's pretty decent here with our puff. So we can cast the last breath 3 times. Actually 4. Is it 3 times or 4 times? I'm not sure if the boost icon is multiplicative or not, but it's at least 3 times. But I mean, we really don't even need it when we have a book there in the front. So I think it's kind of interesting that despite the fact that what was it called, the Aura of Unity or something like that, the one that made it so that all of your it's basically a mini world tree that didn't work for cats. Um, the best thing you could do with that is putting monster book in front of a purple puff, and still the best thing you can do with a world tree is pretty much the same thing. And I mean, you know, we could get like a good boy or something, and that might be maybe better, but you know, at this point we just kind of wish that that we could play a few more rounds, because it looks like we're gonna actually win this next round. So we're gonna do something a little bit crazy and sell like half of our board and our entire bench for this other boost icon. And funnily enough, we get our book killed there, but I think if our book had slayed and we'd gotten all those magic, or we'd gotten all of those blue puff stats there, then we probably would have just won that fight anyway. But yeah, we're honestly fine. We can fill up our board now, and there's likely nothing else. I'm thinking about the Tailor here, but it's just kind of boring, especially when you have a puff puff, or and then a good boy appears in shop. So we're gonna see how many stats we can get on our board with the good boy. And he slays and gives that middle puff and our blue puff have 4,500 health just from that one slay, and that's gonna be the win. Kind of a shame we couldn't get more done with it, but the lobby just, it was too weak for us to get much done with it. Maybe one of these days we can have a Fairytale Fables 99 or something where we can have some real fun with it, but that's about the best we can do. So yeah,